Okay. I think we're live right now, if I'm not mistaken. As soon as we get somebody in the chat here, we'll know if we're live. Welcome, everybody, to the official live stream for EP09 for the 2024 Arnold Classic, Ohio. Right now, they're doing the Wellness Division, and we'll get through that and on to bigger and better things here shortly. They're going to have the Classic Physique Division coming up for the finals, where we saw Wesley Vissers absolutely shock the world to come in and really, really impress everybody out there. It was an unbelievable showing from Wesley. What's up, Peter? What's going on, dude? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you can hear me all right. This is like my first attempt at actually doing this whole live stream thing. It seems pretty good so far. Yeah, so we're gonna keep working out some of the bugs here. Yeah, yeah. Looks like it wants me to sign into something here. It is indeed me, so I can actually comment to you guys. YouTube always has their, or Google, I guess I should say, always has their little nuances for being able to uh, have all the security set up. But this should be it. This should be it. So, welcome everyone who's joining. Glad to have you guys here. Like I said, we're going to be getting through the wellness division here, and then we'll be going into classic physique. Very, very exciting prejudging, man. Unbelievable prejudging. I was super pumped to see Wesley Vissers come in and pull it off. You guys, let me know what you thought about the prejudging for classic. If I actually get my chat back here. Still waiting for this chat to work itself out. Okay. Yeah, for anybody that follows my channel, I mean, you guys know I really don't follow the women's division. Like, it's just not my thing. But we'll be getting the classic after the women's division, and we'll be taking it from there. See if I can find my chat option here from you guys. Now pin a message at the top of your live chat for viewers to read. Awesome, there we go. Okay. Thanks, Peter. I appreciate it, dude. Oh man, me too. My eyes went straight to Wesley. He was incredible, dude. Absolutely incredible. I move everything over here. Urs posed an art. Yeah, it was an odd angle for Urs. I don't know what to say. Like, I guess he was just trying to impress the judges. Is the best that I can say about it. Honestly, I don't know. It didn't do anything for anybody that was watching. In the audience from like probably 2/3 of the venue. It was weird, man. It was weird. Yeah, there we go. That's better. But this is a very exciting Arnold Classic lineup. This is going to be a very exciting finals for the Classic division. This is going to be ridiculous when it comes to the Open. Really looking forward to this. Just need to get through the wellness division. You guys let me know what you guys thought of Breon Ainsley in in the prejudging. Breon was absolutely on. It was a very impressive showing for Breon. From the back, he was the winner. He beat everyone from the back. Like really well done. I was extremely impressed. I actually watched the interview that RX Muscle did with or sorry Dave Palumbo did on RX Muscle with Chris Cormier just after prejudging, and it was very typical of what you hear from Chris Cormier. I actually left a comment on there. I Chris is obviously Breon's trainer. He helps him out a lot. I get that, but I mean, it's almost to the point where it's like a delusional type thing where Chris like cannot see past the fact that there's better guys out there, you know? The Open is starting, man, not for a bit actually. It's probably going to be another hour or so. You see Steve Weinberger there with Tyler Mannion, Vice President of the High FPV NPC. It's going to be probably another hour or hour and a half until we actually see the men's prejudging. Unfortunately, but man, really exciting when it comes to the classic. And I don't know, there was a couple of things that I was surprised at. Ramon was one of them. I was very surprised at just how off Ramon was. Maybe it was just the live stream. We all know that live streams can kind of play tricks on you, but I don't think so. I really don't. I think that I think he was off. He didn't seem to have that pop like we saw at the Olympia. He just looked a little bit almost downsized. He compared extremely well to Chris Bumstead. I mean, Chris was obviously going to win the show, but he did compare to him very well. At this, Wesley was, I mean, outsizing him. He was out conditioning him, especially through the quads. I was not overly impressed by Ramon. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the let me know what you think in the comments. Looks like they're going to start doing the comparisons now for the wellness division, which is good. I don't know if this is prejudging for wellness or if it's finals for wellness. I'm really not sure. I'm sure that we'll get more people tuning in as we get to the prejudging for the classic physique division. Just like last year, they've got Fuad Abiyad doing the commentary as well as Dennis James. Those guys are good commentators too. I enjoyed some of their commentary last year. You know, nothing wrong with Fuad's commentary. I mean, actually, I shouldn't say there's nothing wrong with it. He does really good commentary. So we'll see what happens here when it comes to the classic coming up. It won't be long. Won't be long at all. Project Bodybuilding, what's going on, dude? Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we were talking about this in our group chat earlier. There's actually a pretty cool group chat that Superset Man started with myself, Project Bodybuilding. We had Jake Ultimate Fitness, Marks Max Muscle, Goat Fitness, Desktop Bodybuilding. We had Sounds from Bodybuilding News Network. All of us in there. It was actually really cool to have a chat after the prejudging. Ramon is more classic, but Wesley beats him in size. I think that'll be the judge's angle. He is too developed. He's just, I always say, when it comes to when it comes to anything on a bodybuilding stage, all you need to do in order to guarantee victory, I mean 99% anyway, is to show up undeniable. Wesley was undeniable, absolutely undeniable. It'll be a huge, huge robbery if Wesley doesn't end up taking that win. If Wesley gets second to Breon because of, let's see, because of stance in the rear double, yeah, yeah, I think that Breon was easily the best from the back by far. Well, I shouldn't say by far. In the upper body, not even the upper body. Yeah, I mean Breon was extremely impressive from the back. He has the most separation. He has the most detail, without question. Wesley probably could beat him in width, and maybe one could argue structure in the upper body, but I actually watched a comparison video that Mark's Max Muscle did from Wesley Visser's 2023 Olympia to now, and it looks like his inner thighs, abductor or adductor. I always screw those up, but it looks like he actually has more of a gap between his legs than he did at the Olympia. So, for one thing, that tells me a couple of things. For one, that tells me that Wesley Vissers has room to improve in terms of fullness for the finals, because I don't think his legs got any smaller. The quads don't look like they got any smaller. So that could be something, like I said, where he could show improvement. It's gonna be very interesting. Yeah, Erz's posing was just off completely, and he's known to be an extremely good, guy when it comes to posing. His routine in particular. I'm not really into the whole breakdancing thing. There was someone that left a comment on my channel. It was in my last video that I did just before, or it was yesterday. My video before we got into the prejudging today. And yeah, the breakdancing thing just doesn't work for me. It's just not something that I find in particular entertaining. I don't think that it fits the classic division. I think I can kind of compare it to, and I said this in my comment section, where Chris Cormier used to do, some belly dancing. I remember the '99 Olympia. He did like belly dancing, and guys that used to do glute rolls and things like that. I just don't think that it fits bodybuilding as a whole. The presentation of the physique, I don't think is enhanced by those things. The entertainment factor, one could argue, and I understand that and I appreciate that. But when it comes to the presentation of the physique, I don't think that it adds anything in particular. I, do it if you want, but it's just not something that I really care for, I guess. I do have a sweater here. It's like fucking -20 outside. It's ridiculous. Ah, that's way better. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys being here with me. I am really, really excited to get into Classic here soon. It's going to be ridiculous. Man, what a show. Like, we are really, really getting spoiled this year. Oh, we're getting into it now. We're getting into it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, there's Kalasinski coming up. It's actually Kalachinsky, but I continuously say Kalasinski. It's just what happens. So, with Urs, good posing routine, as always, really, as always. His mother was actually a ballerina. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, Urz's mother was a ballerina. Let's see. Yeah, great presentation. he was looking absolutely shredded, and I mean shredded going into this show. The glutes and the quads, the feathering through the quads. I was expecting him to show up and be, I mean, way more separated than anybody else, and I'm just not seeing it here. Not like we thought we were going to see going into the show. Not at all. Yeah, what's up? Oh, go to EP09 bodybuilding. My son's here. Me and my son also have a gaming channel. You guys can check out Our Host Rules on YouTube. He's gonna start plugging my live stream for me. He's awesome. So yeah, I don't know. So next up, I think my actual stream might be a little bit behind here. Okay, let's see. Is my stream a little behind? I'm not sure. I'm gonna refresh it just to be sure. Like I said, it was gonna be Damian Patrick next, and it was still had hers on there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So Damian Patrick, I'm not extremely familiar with. Good physique, good legs. Like you can see the size of the legs, even the quads from the back. He's uh he's a good classic competitor for sure. Absolutely, he is. Yeah, good posing. Nothing wrong with what he's doing at all. I don't see any issues there. How's he going to do in this lineup? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Second call out. I actually think he might even be a little bit more conditioned than Michael DeBull. Now I know that Michael DeBull did have kind of a. You can't find it. I'll help you in a minute, bud. I know that Michael DeBull did have a pretty hard prep overall. He mentioned that it was just difficult for him for whatever reasons, which is unfortunate because he's typically a guy that comes in, I mean, with unbelievable conditioning. So who are we getting into next? Next up, Wesley. Here we go. All right. Past placings 2019 10th. Yeah, and 7th at the 2023 Olympia. Hey, bud. Now you can expect a really good routine from Wesley. Yeah, we typically do see a really good routine from Wesley. Yeah, fantastic. I think that he's every bit as good as he was at. I think he's every bit as good as he was at the prejudging. Absolutely, yeah. The most separated quads on stage, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, awesome. Some people knock him for his structure. I don't agree. I think that he has fantastic structure for classic. I think that it's just that his structure is so different than anybody else in the division that it can be something that you know you that sometimes the outliers are not necessarily as accepted because they differ so much from the others. But in my opinion, Wesley is so different. That's what puts him, ahead of everybody else. He is the definition of classic physique, as far as I'm concerned, and not just myself. Wesley is a lot of people agree with me. If you check out the poll on my channel that I did recently, I mean, 85% of the voters, I had like almost 400 votes, and I'd say it was 85% was voting for Wesley, to be ahead after prejudging. So really, really impressive showing, and finally Wesley Vissers is getting his accolades, and he deserves it, man. He does. Really, really well deserved. All right, we may have just seen the winner of uh, of the Arnold Classic in classic physique right here, and it would be a massive, massive upset. All right, moving into Ramon Dino. Now, let's see what Ramon has to offer at the finals. There really wasn't much time between prejudging and finals to make massive improvements at this point. Really, what we got at prejudging is more or less what we're going to get at the finals. He might be able to maybe get a little bit fuller. I don't know if there was much that he could do about his conditioning at this point. Well, probably nothing. Good detail from the back. He always had good detail from the back, I feel. He might have a little bit more detail through the quads at this point. I think he may have. Yeah. I would say that his posing is as good as what it was at prejudge. I mean, posing was always something that he got knocked on, always. So Ramon is definitely going to be fighting for. I mean, in a lot of people's eyes out there. Still, he is in first place, and if he does win the show, I will be slightly surprised. I will be, but at the same time, I could see the judges giving it to him. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one. I really do think that Wesley is undeniable, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. At this point, we've seen Urs, we've seen Damian Patrick, we've seen Wesley, and we've seen Ramon Dino. What do you guys think? Who's taking it home? Michael DeBull. This is one of my favorite classic competitors. He's really, really come into his own in this last 2023 season. He did a fair bit of competing, if memory serves correctly, and I don't know if that started to catch up with him, um, because I don't think that he has. And you can't, again, you can't tell everything from the live stream, but I don't know if he has the polish that we once saw. Like, what was it back in? Hey, buddy, it was. Oh man, when was it? It was an earlier season show. He was absolutely he was up against Matt Grego and he beat Matt Grego. He was shredded, man, absolutely shredded. It might have been the Pittsburgh. I can't remember. You guys, let me know if you remember. He was absolutely shredded of his mind, and it was at that point where I really thought that he was going to be, one of the top guys. Yeah, incredible physique, incredible. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, thanks, bud. If you see an A at the bottom, yeah. Okay. Okay, thanks, dude. Thanks. Future YouTuber, guys. I will never deny him time on my channel. So yeah, Michael DeBull. Really good shoulders actually when he hit that kind of most muscular. Urs has the best lines, beauty quad sweep, Wesley looking confident like a champion. Let's see what Breon brings. Yeah, I'm very interested to see Breon. Very interested. Kendall Richmond. All right, let's see what he's got. Okay. Good classic lines. He's got some pretty good separation in the arms, full chest, quads aren't bad. I think he could have a little bit more separation through the abs. Decent vacuum. Not a bad victory, but he could be holding his poses a little bit longer, I think. He really doesn't give the judges a chance to assess his physique when he's actually in the pose. See, he held that one even a half a second longer can make a difference. He's got really good control over his physique. I think with more overall size, more conditioning, he could do well. Yeah, very fluid movements, very fluid movements. Yeah, he could work on his three quarter back turn. I don't know, but still, overall, this is a tough lineup. Very tough lineup. Yeah, he's got potential. I think he's got potential. Could use some more width from the front. Just overall size, conditioning, just the things that come with time. But like I said, he does seem to be rushing his posing. I think just a little bit. I think he is rushing the poses a little bit. Okay, very good. Yeah, this is so funny. This my boy in the chat. It's awesome. All right, who do we got up now? Okay. Sorry, I I missed this guy's name. I know who he is. I've seen him before. He didn't quite catch my eye at prejudging in particular. I mean, I was pretty focused on the top four though. Actually, I was at work when the prejudging came on. Funny enough, um, I was on a dive site. It was an 11 and a half hour day today, so I rushed home to get all this together. But yeah, glad I made it. The finals I knew were going to be ridiculous. So this guy, let me know his name in the comments. I missed it and I can't remember it. I apologize. I do to this guy. He's got a good physique. I think his posing kind of reminds me of Logan Franklin. He's got like that strength that Logan Franklin has when it comes to posing. Yeah, he's got that extreme strength. And Logan is one of the best posers, if not the best poser in classic physique right now. Yeah, very good. Really good midsection. Like really small waist, good vacuum. Yeah, good front shots. Needs more definition through the abs, I think. Or maybe he's just not flexing them hard enough. I'm not sure. Yeah, if he improves the balance from top to bottom, he'll do well. Could use more triceps too. But yeah, next up, Eric Brown Jr. So let's see. Good conditioning. Really good conditioning. Good presentation. He poses with confidence, definitely. Yeah, of course, of course. Good three-quarter turn back double bicep. Not bad. Nice transition there down to the legs. I like it. Yeah, very good. This is another guy that I think has some potential. Yeah, I think he does have some potential. Nice shots from the back. Very good shots from the back. He's got a really good X frame. I'm actually impressed with the X frame. Good detail in the back. Very good. So some of these guys that we're going to expect in that second call out, I think that Eric Brown Jr. can be up there. He does seem to have maybe a little bit of a wider midsection, and I'm not seeing a lot of like separation in the ab wall. I don't know if that's a control thing or what it could be. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys are seeing what I might be seeing here. I'm not 100% sure. I do like his physique overall. Like I said, I like his presentation. He's got some powerful presentation. I think that's important. Okay, we're getting close to Breon here. We're getting close. Darren Farrell. Okay, so Darren Farrell is a competitor that could use. It looks like just a little bit of everything. He could use a bit more size. He could use a bit more conditioning. It looks like he's fairly separated through the quads. I will give him that. But more overall size really. With more size, I don't know what his weight cap is, but with more size, that muscle will really push against the skin and may help him with conditioning overall. Decent hamstring from the side, nice side tricep. Let's see the back pose. Not bad, fairly wide from the back. Decent detail. He could use some more detail in the abs, I think, but not bad, not bad. Pretty good vacuum. Fairly good with the classic poses, I think. But yeah, I think just a little bit more overall, especially like through the arms. I think he could use more size there as well. Posing in general, I think he could work on. Seems fairly confident in his poses, but yeah, I think he was starting to lose a little bit of pop there as he continued to pose, and it's very early in the posing round for that. I'm not really sure. Okay, who's up next? Here we go. Breon Ainsley. All right. So yeah, as it says here, Breon actually won this show in 2018, came fourth in 2022, and I actually think this version of Breon is probably better than most that we've seen. I've been fairly impressed with Breon leading up to the show. I've been very impressed with him actually on stage here. The shots from Gilco Productions yesterday that I saw were very impressive. If you guys saw my video on that, I included some. Breon is the winner from the back. And actually, I would dare say he's at least as good as he was at the prejudging, if not a little bit better even. We'll know once it comes to the back. Even if he even could improve from the back. Oh yeah, really good posing here. Really good. All right, let's see a straight on back shot. Yes, the detail is just. I mean, upper body, lower body, absolutely incredible. Yeah, very very good. This is actually you, Brain. I'm gonna turn this down after this. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's having fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's having fun. Okay, bud. Yeah, he trained hard for this one, I think. With a little bit of uncertainty of whether he was going to do 212 or classic, last year, Breon is a classic competitor. I know he started in 212, but this guy is classic through and through. He's going to finish his career in classic, and he absolutely should. Yep, very good. Very good. So basically, you've got Breon and you got Andrew Jack that you see pull off the splits on stage. Yeah, great routine. He looks great. Awesome. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Breon Ainsley. Even like he is not showing his age whatsoever. He's great. He's great. Where's he going to land in this lineup is a really, really good question. I think you may see him as high as. I'm just going to make a quick adjustment here because I'd rather see this bigger on my screen too. You could see him as high as third. I think you could see him as high as third. I think you could see. Ooh, second is going to be tough. Second is going to be tough for Breon. Even as good as he is, it's going to be tough. But third place, I think is realistic. I think so. Very interesting. So they'll be coming back now for the finals, the classic physique finals, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we're getting into it here. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. You guys, let me know who you have winning. Let me know in the comments. Who's going to be in that first call out? We're going to say probably your same top four. I think you're going to have Breon, you'll have Wesley, you'll have Urs, and you'll have Ramon. But they did not move anybody around in the prejudging. They kept Wesley and Ramon in the center. Nobody was moved to be compared otherwise. You know, Breon was kept to the right, and Urs was kept to the left from the audience's viewpoint. Looks like they're going with the second call to begin. Okay, okay. Now they should move guys around here a little bit. I think. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. They'll put Michael DeBull there. They'll probably move Damian Patrick to the center as well. I would assume. Yeah, yeah. There it is. Yep. Very good. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. I'd probably give Michael DeBull that shot. That one's a little bit closer between Michael and Damian Patrick, I feel. To the lower body, I really like Damian Patrick on that one. Oh, good amount of really good width through the lats for Damian. Not bad, not bad. This is a really good classic lineup. Really good. They're giving some new guys. Or I don't know if they're new guys. I do follow classic, you know, quite a lot, but I don't know some of these guys that are closer to to the bottom of the first call or the second call out rather. But I do think that they're guys that have potential. So we're moving right into the to the first call out here. Now let's see if they move guys around because they, like I said, they didn't move anybody around when it came to the prejudging. Michael is carried by a structure, great upper body structure, ridiculous delts and thick arms. Yeah, man. And when he hits his conditioning, when Michael DeBull really hits that conditioning, yeah, he's a force. If his conditioning was on here, he may have made that. Well, I think he would have made this first call. Okay, so this is typical of what we saw in the prejudging, except they have Breon and Urs on opposite ends this time. Arnold's getting his typical pictures from the side. I think I really like Wesley from the side. Now the back shots again controversial when it comes to who's winning the back. Well, actually, Breon is winning the back shots, but Wesley is just so wide, man, so wide. Detail wise, you got to give it to Breon. I think Urs may have tightened up a little bit. I don't think he's lacking. I think he did make improvements since prejudging. Wesley is definitely still on. Ramon Ramon is as good. I don't think he's necessarily better. Breon, same thing. And like I said, there's not a lot of time between or between prejudging and the finals, right? So you're not going to see drastic improvements. Now, here's your top two. Here we go. This is it. Yeah, here we go. Ramon's lats look smaller than at the Olympia, which is bad for him. Lat width is a big weakness, especially standing to Wesley Victor. Antonio, you make a really good point, but especially standing next to Wesley Vissers, who has more width than anyone on that stage, even more than Breon, because you got to look at the height factor, right? He's wider than Breon is, or he appears wider. Whether he is or not, I'm not sure, but he does look wider. Okay, side chest. Overall, I'd give it to Wesley. I would. I'd give that to Wesley for sure. No, overall, I I could see the judges giving it to Ramon in the back. When do they announce? They're going to be announcing in the next few minutes. Abs and thigh. I think you got to give it to Wesley. Let's see. Yeah, no, you got to give it to Wesley. You have to. As long as politics really don't play as much of a part here, I think that we're about to see a new classic physique champion at the Arnold Classic. Hey, I appreciate it, HM. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you being here. No, this is actually one of my first live streams that I've set up with this. So yeah, I appreciate the feedback. I really do. Ah, the pose down. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, good, good. Yeah, I mean the pose down's always entertaining. I don't think you'll see guys go into the audience this. I don't think you will. I don't remember if they do at the Arnold or not. But yeah, entertaining for the crowd that's there for sure. That's good. Yeah, we like that. Light's too fucking bright though. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's one of the nice things about the Arnold Classic this year is where they are making this absolutely free for everybody to watch. In turn, us YouTubers can stream it because I mean it's free content, right? So it's great. The audio something something. It's I think my audio is all right. Thanks, Antonio. I appreciate you being here, brother. I really do. Thanks everybody for tuning in. So they're going to be announcing the winners here soon. You guys let me know who you have in first, second, third, fourth. Let me know. First and second is, I mean, like I said, as of right now, I'm giving it to Wesley. Second, I'd give it to Ramon. But third and fourth, man, I want to give third to Breon. I really do. I think that Breon has done more than enough to defeat Urs Kalashinsky here. Urs is off. That's all there is to it. From the updates that he showed us at 3 days out, 2 days out, the feathering in the quads and the striations in the glutes were just ridiculous. They were not as apparent, at least from the live stream. They just were not as apparent. So I think that Breon should take third. I really do. Even if he takes second, I don't think I'll be really upset about it. Of course, I'm not a Brazilian fan. Don't tell that to the Brazilian fans, man. They are savage. Yeah, Dino, Wesley, Breon, Urs. Okay, okay, yep, yep. And that might be the case. Probably a school bus for second grade placings in the pot. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. Einar in. Sorry, man. I apologize for mispronouncing. I'm not sure what you mean, dude. So they should be. Breon should be placed ahead of Urs. Yeah, I think he should too. I do. Okay, I assume that they were going to do the announcements for the winners here. I don't see why they would make them wait in particular. I was actually waiting for a invite from Robin Strand over on the Canadian Beef Podcast. If you guys haven't been following the Canadian Beef Podcast, make sure to head on over. I've been on that channel a couple of times now with Robin Strand, Morgan McDonald. You know, they regularly have IFBB pros on there on a regular basis. Joe Seaman is on there quite often. Nasty Nate Spear, Aaron Golly's been on there. The all kinds of awesome pros, and I've really been enjoying going on the Canadian Beef Podcast. All right, so what are we looking at here now? We are looking at they are moving right into the men's open. Okay, guys, it's time. They're moving right into the men's open. All right. So we've got John De La Rosa on the far left from the audience's perspective. Then we've got Rafael Brandao, Justin Rodriguez. I believe that's Moshe Bond, and then Akeem Williams. So guys, we're getting right into it here. Yeah, this is awesome. All right. I thought that they were going to announce the winners for Classic, but hey, I guess not. Let's keep it going. This is great. John's got really good separation in the lower body, man. Really good. Yeah, he is really wide. You're right. He is really wide. Back double. Akeem is actually looking really wide in the back double. He's got a great back double. Raphael, I don't. I'm gonna have to see some of the individuals. Raphael looks very wide across the shoulders. Not seeing that separation in the lower body that I was hoping for. That might. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Yeah, I can bring this up a little bit more. Why not? All right, guys. This is exciting. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right, this is it. And of course, they put Hottie right next to Samson. Of course. Coincidence, right? Yeah. Whoa, man! Look at the size of Hottie's quads, dude. We've got Mo Shaban. Um, then you've got Horse MD. Then you've got James Hollingshead. And then you got Hottie, and then you got Samson. Yeah, zoomed in better does help. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do it some more actually. I wish I could crop this. Just it's my first day. Hottie looks great. Samson looks great. I think James looks great from the back. Let's keep seeing it. Oh yeah, Hottie is really on. James looks good too. Samson looks pretty good. I think. Um, I did have Hottie winning the show going into this. I will say that he looks huge, man. He looks massive. And a lot of people were worried that he wasn't going to look as big because he's a shorter guy. I don't think that he has any problem holding his own when it comes to size. Man, wow. Now I wasn't really impressed with Horse MD. I gotta say, Horse MD did not blow me away. Probably got the boys in the group chat that are starting to send messages out. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Yep. Yeah, Samson does look a little bit off, doesn't he? Samson doesn't look as good, at least so far, as he did last year. Akeem was showing very little. We actually we reviewed the latest shots of Akeem on the Canadian Beef podcast there a couple days ago. I think Akeem looks good. I think he looks good, and he was a. I think that he was definitely a dark horse going into this. Wow, good width from the front, decent quad separation. Oh man, good separation in that side leg, that quad separate. Yeah, really bursting full. You guys, this is a really good version of Akeem Williams. This is an excellent version of Akeem Williams. Look at that. Great side tricep. Now, he looked really wide from the back in the initial comparisons. I want to see it again. His arms actually look like they overpower his lats, if that makes any sense. Okay, his back lat spread is not as wide as I was hoping. Any gym recommendations in Ontario? Yeah, sure, dude. Lots of. It depends on where you're at in Ontario, but without a doubt, Pure Muscle and Fitness. That is where you want to be. Dorian Hamilton owns it. You'll find Robin Strand, Morgan McDonald, Antoine Vaillant. You'll find Big Mike Van Wyck is a trainer there. Hands down, if you're looking for a gym in Ontario, Pure Muscle and Fitness. All right, Antoine was another guy going into this show that was very, very promising in terms of conditioning, especially. I saw the interview that he did with Dave Palumbo, and his goal was to come in with increased fullness because he typically comes in a little bit flat. Oh, what's up, Davey Addict? Good. That's a guy that's very active in my comments section on a regular basis. Good to see you here, dude. Horse looks bad. James looks awful. Let's see them in the individuals. Let's take it. Let's take a look. I know what you're saying though, dude. I know what you're saying. Let's keep going. For Antoine, I think Antoine looks. I think he looks good. I don't know if his conditioning is translated over to the stage as compared to what we were expecting from his updates, but his posing is great. Um, his legs still do overpower his upper body, but not as much as what we saw last time we saw him on stage. I think that he has created more balance than what we've seen in the past, which is good. That's good. What's going on, Christian? Goat Fitness in the house, everybody. Go Fitness. What's going on, dude? Justin Rodriguez. Oh, dude. Once you go to Pure Muscle and Fitness, you'll never leave. I'll tell you right now. I'm actually planning a trip up there for the Toronto Pro. I'm going to train there and go to the show. Anyway, we'll get good content there. I'm going to connect with Robin Strand on that one. So Justin Rodriguez, um, looks like good separation, good conditioning. Actually, excellent conditioning from Justin from the back. Now the I'm waiting for the back lat spread, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, I think that Justin could use a little bit more separation in the lower body, but the back lat spread, yeah, that's his shot. That's always been his shot. Yeah, Justin did do very well in the conditioning department here, especially from the front. The quads are I'm quite surprised. That midsection does look a little bit washed out. It looks a little bit wide through the midsection, but I think this is I think this is better than what I was expecting from Justin. I think he looks really good. Good for him, man. I really like Justin. I think he's a great bodybuilding competitor. You got to remember a few years ago he was eighth at the Olympia. Okay, Rafael Brandao. Let's see it. He's supposedly up 12 to 14 pounds from the 2022 Olympia where he took 10th place. Uh, Good separation through the quads, I will say. He doesn't look. He doesn't. That's a good side pose, like good side chest there. Is he as good as we were expecting, or as the bodybuilding world was expecting? I'm gonna have to say I don't think so. He's good, but he took an entire year off in order to make improvements. Although he has put on apparently some weight, it doesn't look like he's put on significant size. Good side poses, though. Very, very good side poses. And it looks like he's actually improving as he continues to pose. Looks like he's dialing in just that little bit more. Now, he is definitely bigger. I think that the shoulders are bigger, the arms are bigger. It is a good showing for Raphael. He definitely does look bigger. Oh, he said he was going to keep the mustache. He said he was gonna. I guess he decided against it. All right, John De La Rosa. Now, Matt over on Muscle Discord has really been hyping this guy up. He said he's an extreme dark horse. Man, a lot of width across the shoulders. And this guy's been in the game for a long time, a very long time. He's been competing for like, man, I can't remember how long. I saw the NPC News Online interview, but it's like over 20 years that this guy's been competing. Good. Really, really good back double. Really good. Good separation through the hamstring, striated glutes. Yeah, excellent. I'd like to see him maybe crunch down on the abs more in the front double. He kind of loses his abs in those front shots, and he's got pretty good abs. All right, moving on out. Next up, best De La Rosa ever. I I I think probably yeah. Now is this the best Samson Dowda ever? Now that is the question. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. Okay. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. Looks like the quads are pretty well separated. Good conditioning through the upper body. This is a good version of Samson. It is. Yep. Now the back, of course, a lot of criticism on the back where he really needed to make improvements. Did he make those improvements? I would say I would say yeah. I think he has. I think he has. I'm not seeing that Christmas tree like I would have hoped. I would have liked to see a little bit more separation in the hamstrings. He never has striated glutes, we know that. But that honestly, that doesn't matter to me. Good side tricep, but I'm not seeing that like from guys like Justin Rodriguez. Like we saw like really hard grainy conditioning in those side shots, and Samson just doesn't. He doesn't quite have it. For what we would be expecting for the Arnold Classic champion of 2023. Um, I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys let me know in the comments what you think. I think he may have been a little bit better last year. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards he was a little bit better last year. I think he was definitely better in Romania. All right. Now this is what we've really been waiting. This is what I've really been waiting for. Oh man. Look at the size of those quads, the separation in the quads, the feathering of the teardrops. Look at the midsection. He has hands down been working on that midsection. That vacuum is tight. His midsection looks teeny tiny, man. Yeah, Akeem was harder than Sampson. I agree. But Hadi is on. Man, this guy is on. I've seen people say that Hadi seems like he's kind of retracting, and I could not disagree more based on what we're seeing here. I disagree going into the show. I had Hadi winning going into the show, and man, okay, let's see the back shots. Let's see it. Really good back lat spread. Yeah. Oh yeah, tons of detail in the back. Really nice shots. Now see this, you can really. I wish you would have held that pose just a little bit longer for the side tricep. But hey, what's up, AT? No, you the man for tuning in, brother. You the man. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Excellent. You guys, come on. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Excellent showing for Hadi Chupin, man. Excellent showing. And he knows it too. Yep. He knows it. Good for him, man. All right. James Hollingshead, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just getting some updates from some of the other bodybuilding commentators out there. Project Bodybuilding, Superset Man, Goat Fitness. Yeah, everybody's of the same opinion. Hottie is on. Now, James, we had uh, we had high expectations for James going into this. But just to compare to even Samson, look at that side tricep, this side chest. I think that James looks harder than Samson did in those shots. Yeah, Hottie is on fire, man. He is. Yeah, Hottie nailed it. Yeah, James is, I think, better than what we've seen in the past, though. He's got. Yeah, I think this is a good showing for James so far. What does James need though to really, push into that upper echelon of bodybuilding? I mean, he has the work ethic. We know that. He's actually the feathering in the quads is excellent for James. James got a lot better as he continued to pose here, you guys. He got a lot better as he continued to pose. Maybe more overall size. Yeah, James is harder than Samson. I think he is. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, that 3/4 back double wasn't. He could have executed that a little bit better, in my opinion. Pretty good showing though, I gotta say. Yeah, yeah. I think this is the best version of James Hollingshead that we've ever seen. Nah, that Arnold Classic UK that he did was really good. Okay, Horse MD had really impressive update pictures going into the show, and Romania was very impressive. Seeing him here, uh, we'll let him hit a few more poses. We'll let him hit a few more. Execution of that side tricep wasn't fantastic. Other guys were really hitting that well. Good width from the back. He didn't hit. Yeah, see, I want to see him hit a straight on back double bicep because that was his weakest shot in Romania, and maybe he shined away from it still. This isn't really the time to be doing any of this fancy stuff. I don't find. Um, yeah, he's noticeably off. I think that I think he looks like he's holding some water. He's not. He's not what I was hoping he would be. Now, Muhammad Shaban making his return. I like his physique. I like what he's brought to the stage in the past. He took some time off to make improvements, and this is kind of his return to the stage. Quads look big. They look fairly separated. They kind of remind me of the type of separation that we saw from Rubiel Mascara, which they were big, but near the I'm not really sure. Shaban is an experienced competitor. We do know that. Is he as hard as others that we've seen? I don't think so. He has all the muscle in the world in order to be competitive in that regard. But yeah, there's more separation could be desired in the hamstrings and the glutes. Good Christmas tree, really good Christmas tree. Decent width in the back, but just it doesn't really flow as well as other competitors here. He does look smaller than what we've seen in the past. I will say that he does, and he's just not flowing as well as what we've seen in the past. I don't know. It seems pretty. It seems to be pretty unanimous at this point that that Hottie shut the door. Let's see what some of the other guys are saying here. Yeah, a lot of a lot of the other YouTube comment. I'll let them speak for themselves, of course, but it's great that we all chat. I enjoy having these chats. That's why I started this channel, was to just talk bodybuilding. And now I get to do it with some pros out there. I get to do it with some of the top commentators out there, and I get to do it with you guys. So this is a dream for me. I'm loving every second of this. This is great. It does seem like it's pretty much Hottie's game as of right now. But you guys, there's still a lot of time between now, tomorrow. There's still a lot that could happen. All right, let's see it, guys. I'm just gonna make sure my live stream is caught up here. Bad timing, but hey, want to make sure that I'm where I need to be. Yeah, okay. So I was a little bit behind, I think. Okay, let's see what we got. Man, Hottie is so on, man. What do you guys think of Raphael in this comparison? Don't start fucking with me now. There we go. Don't start. Fucking computers. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I think Hottie's got it from the back. Yeah, I think he's got it from the back. Yeah, from the side, I think that Hottie looks really aesthetic in that side tricep, doesn't he? Way more aesthetic than what people were expecting, I think. Way more aesthetic. Good for him. John De La Rosa's holding his own there. I mean, they got him right next to Samson. That's a huge comparison for him. We've got Antoine Vaillant in here, or no, yeah. We've got Antoine here. This is There you go. Raphael might actually, uh, what could it be possible that Raphael takes second ahead of Samson, the former Arnold Classic champion from last year? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Samson's not that far off, is he? Or is Raphael just that on? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Okay, second call out. Horse MD makes the second call out. Yeah, you can tell from the way that Horse is standing. He is not happy about that. He's not happy. And he shouldn't be, because he is not having a good showing here. He is not living up to the hype, and this is going to set him back in the eyes of the fans. I mean, obviously he's going to have more chances, and he wasn't going to win this show, but he is noticeably off here. Akeem, on the other hand, looks great. I think Akeem is having a better showing than what I expected. I think Justin Rodriguez is having a better showing than what I expected, and I really like that. Justin is pretty dominant in the upper body here. Yeah, yeah, he is. Look at the width from Justin Rodriguez. Man, Justin is taking it. This back lat spread, I think Justin's going to take that. Yep, I think so. I think so. Horse is good in the back lat spread, though. Rick Rude, I don't understand. That's over my head, boys. Sorry. Man, really good side tricep for Akeem. I'm really happy with what we're seeing from Akeem here, man. Really happy. Oh, they're moving Justin into the center. Nice. Nice. I love it. I do. That's great. He does look like his obliques are really spilling over, though. Akeem, on the other hand, has a really small midsection. Yeah, Justin's got a lot of bodybuilding miles on him, man. He's got a lot of bodybuilding miles on him. I think that you can really hope, that Justin just has a good showing in order to say that he, brought his best. And I think that he has. I think overall that Justin is bringing his best here. For what he can do now, I think that he is bringing his best. Look, I mean that back double is dominant, you know. You got to give that to Justin. So you might see Justin take that seventh place spot at this point. The width from the back is just ridiculous for Justin. Always was. The back lat spread, he can hang with anybody. Yeah, I think Horse might actually finish, near the bottom of the second call out here. And there is nobody out there that had Horse MD. He looks like a completely different bodybuilder. I can't wait until Marks Max Muscle does a comparison of Horse MD at this show to Romania. I think you're going to see massive differences. Look at that midsection. And I was one of the guys to say that I didn't think that the midsection being wider than what we saw from, or sorry, from what we see from other competitors was going to be an issue. But clearly, his midsection being so wide is really taking away from his physique. He looks watery. He looks like he's, I wouldn't even say 8 weeks out because he just looks washed out. Yeah, he does look. Yeah, welcome to the big stages, right, bro? Now here's your top. Okay, top two. Yeah, there we go, guys. Who's got? Man, this is this is exciting. I'd say front double. I would have gave to Hottie. Front lat spread. I'd give that to Hottie. Yeah, you're right, dude. This is the big leagues, bro. Yeah, I would have liked. I would like to see uh Raphael compared to Samson. All right, the back shots. Yeah, yeah. I'd give it to Hottie, top to bottom, for sure. I'd give it to Hottie. Back lat spread. Yep, I would give that to Hottie as well. Side tricep is Hottie all day, all day. He looks really aesthetic. That's his most aesthetic pose as far as I'm concerned. Yep. Yeah, you got to hit a straight on abs and thigh. There you go. Yep. Hottie's in great shape. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Man, I think he got I really think you got to give it to Hottie. He is on. He looks he looks ridiculous. Sampson is noticeably off. I really think he is. Okay, who they bringing out now? I didn't think they would have another call out. Okay, so this must be your battle for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. or sorry, maybe third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Oh man, my eyes are actually drawn to James because I don't think like this is the front relaxed is not James's pose. Wow, everybody else looked pretty good in the front relaxed. Antoine, I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed. A lot of people were telling Milos to bring Samson in full, and he did exactly that. And it would seem that that was a mistake. Side chest, I would give to like the separation for Raphael there in the lower body as well. Excellent, really, really good. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Let's see who else has anything to say. Yeah, yeah, the guys are all getting their videos done. I'm sure. Yeah, I'd like to see Samson. I'd like to see Antoine up there too. I really would. Good side tricep for actually everyone in this call out. The side tricep has been the pose of this show. I feel like a lot of guys are nailing that side tricep. All right, they're going to keep working these guys. I think they're going to keep working them. Now, see, this is actually a pretty interesting call out because a lot of you guys are kind of divided here. I think Raphael is, yeah, a funny thing for anybody that really had Horse MD above Raphael, which oh God, I can't remember if I did or not. To be honest with you, now in the predictions we did on the Canadian Beef podcast, I didn't do an actual predictions video this time, but yeah, light years ahead, absolutely light years. When he comes in, you know it's game over. It's called undeniable. Hadi is showing up, undeniable, and that's what it is. 100%. The door is shut. That's it. So impressive, definitely impressive. Even this call out, I really like this call out. That side tricep is great. Like I said, really, really good pose for everybody. These guys are on, man. James, for some reason, does look well. Actually, let me pay a little bit better attention. Maybe James is starting to improve a little bit more. No, all these guys are on, man. Antoine's definitely getting better as he continues to pose. I'd give Antoine fourth place. I would. Yep, I would for sure. All right. We gonna do another one? No. All right. Okay. This is giving the crowd what they want for sure. You can tell Hottie is loving this right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, you got to give that one to Hottie. You have to. Front lat spread I think goes to Hottie as well. Yeah, I think. Oh, man, the obliques on Hottie are just shredded to the bone, man. Shredded to the bone. Really, really. Look at the X frame. Hottie has hands down the superior X frame to Samson. Hands down. Back lat spread, you got to give that to Hottie. Look at the X frame. Look at that. Now Samson does look good in the lower body in that back lat spread. I will say that. This is a version of Hadi Chupin that could come back and win the Olympia title. I really think so. He just looks really, really proportional too. I'm very, very impressed by Hadi. Like I said, I did have him winning going into the show, but even still, I didn't have him winning based on Samson being off. I had him based on Hadi being at his best, and he is. Yeah, they're working them again. Yeah, yeah. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. That's great. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Now, is Samson starting to fade as he continues to pose? I don't think so. Neither is Hadi. These guys, I mean, these are the best. Now, that's a bold statement to say that Hadi is on with his 2019 conditioning because the 2019 Vancouver Pro was the most ridiculous version of Hadi Chupin that we've ever seen. By far, hands down. Is this as good? For those of you that remember Hadi at the 2019 Vancouver Pro, you guys let me know in the comments if you do think that this is, a superior version. I think that you could say there is potential for that. But Hadi is really, really on, man. Really on. Samson, these guys are the best of the best, right? They're not going to fade as they continue to pose. These guys are, I mean, their endurance for posing is just unreal, and they're being put to work. Yeah, Hadi is unreal here. It's true, man. The striations through the chest, the shoulders, like he's destroying Samson in that regard. Really, like he is. He is. Nope, undeniable. Undeniable, you guys. For sure. Undeniable. Good for him, man. Good for him. All right. That is indeed the end of the prejudging for the 2024 Arnold Classic Men's Open Division. You guys, that was exciting. That was awesome. Really, really exciting show. So, I think that we can safely say at this point that it looks like Hadi has a pretty definitive lead. I think that Samson will end up taking second place here after prejudging at least. Third and fourth place, as we expected, is kind of still up in the air, I think, but not as much as what some may have thought going into the show. Rafael Brandao, I do think is going to be in third place here. Now, with that being said, third, fourth, and fifth, it was expected that Horse MD was going to be in that mix somewhere. James Hollingshead certainly looks like he is, as is Antoine Vaillant. That's where everybody really thought that third, fourth, and fifth was going to be. But it looks like Horse is probably going to finish almost second to last. Like he'll be ahead of Mohamed Shaban, but I don't think he'll be ahead of John De La Rosa. I don't think he'll be ahead of Justin Rodriguez or Akeem Williams. Those guys are probably I don't know. I'll have to go back and really look again. I think to be fair, but yeah, Horse MD was a pretty big disappointment. Okay, they're getting into the fitness awards. I think after the fitness awards, they are doing the classic awards. I thought so. You guys let me know in the comments, and I'll stay on. I'll keep going, man. I think they are. I'll ask my group chat too. Yeah, but they are tonight. Got Sanj from Bodybuilding News Network giving me all the info. Yeah, Wesley wins. Yeah, I think Wesley wins. Fitness, then wellness, then classic. Oh man, that's a long go. Nah, it's not so bad if it's just the awards. That's not so bad. I'll stay on for sure. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the live stream. I'm gonna keep it going, you guys. We got to see the awards for classic. Like we have to see the awards for classic. There's no question. We have to. I do have more of an appreciation for the fitness division than I do, to be honest with you, any other women's division. Simply for the athleticism, like the routines that these women do is nuts. If they had like a men's division of some sort for fitness, I I think I'd probably be into it, man. I could see people doing some pretty crazy stuff for like a men's, fitness type division. There could be some really cool stuff in there. But anyway, we won't worry about that right now. Um, you guys let me know, I guess, what you think is going to be the outcome for Classic coming up. For those of you that are just tuning in, thank you for being here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I've had a fantastic time so far tonight, chatting it up with you guys and breaking down this fantastic show. This really did live up to the hype. I would actually argue that the Classic Physique division kind of stole the show a little bit for me, with Wesley showing up and really getting that first call out and being compared to Ramon Dino. Classic stole the show for me. It really did. But I'm really really enjoying this. The open was there was a lot of pleasant surprises there after the prejudging as well. A lot of pleasant surprises. I'm really really happy about it. Really happy with this show. Man, fantastic. So most of you guys got Wesley, I think, taking it home. Uno here says Wesley shouldn't win. His lower body lacks too much compared to others. I think that the separation in the quads for Wesley, I think, is pretty undeniable, to be honest with you. He had way more separation in the quads than Ramon Dino and Urs Kalaczynski. Breon, I think, did have good separation, but Wesley just looked dug out, like just absolutely crazy deep separation in those quads, man. Size wise, yes, he could stand to have a little bit more size in the quads. I don't disagree with that. But I do think that he had a really, really good showing. Antonio, I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. He says best live stream right now. Thanks a lot, dude. I really appreciate it. I really do love this shit. If Wesley doesn't win, the backlash online is going to be massive. Absolutely massive. I cannot, man. Oh, the Red Loop. Red Loop in the chat. What's going on, Red Loop? He says here, I changed my mind about Moshe Ban a few weeks back when that Sean Ray pick came out. What was what changed your mind about it? Yeah, Wesley's legs were really good. Like I said, the most separated legs I think in all of the first call out. Yeah, we will ride. It's true. So they're getting through the fitness division awards now, and then they'll do the wellness, and then we will have the classic physique awards. And we got some pretty strong feelings in the comments section. Yeah, we got some pretty strong feelings in the comments section about this. But I do think that if Wesley doesn't take the win, that it is going to be a massive, massive backlash online. When I saw Sean Ray had bigger calves than Mo. Oh man, isn't that something? Oh, that's nuts, man. I had him as my dark horse, but he just looked stringy behind. Yeah, he Mo Shaban is. probably well, he is past his prime. But I think he enjoyed himself going into this prep in this show. It seems like I hope anyway that he got enough out of this to really think that he really scratched that itch when it came to him being a bodybuilding competitor again. I mean, he's standing there on one of the biggest stages in the world, well, the second biggest stage in the world, essentially. He, I think, had a decent showing. Do I think he can be better? Absolutely, he can be better. Conditioning wise, Moshe Bond could have been a lot better. But we'll see. We'll see what he decides to do for the rest of the year. I mean, he's in decent shape now. There's some other shows coming up. I don't know if he's planning on doing, like the Detroit Pro or anything like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I noticed Callum Von Moger giving out an award there. Blue-blooded, red-tipped American just said, rare appearance from Callum Von Moger giving out second place. Nice to see him doing better. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that he's getting out there and back in the bodybuilding scene a little bit. Proportion is off. Upper body is first place. Needs lower neat size for. Sorry, for who? Oh, for Breon, I think. Yeah. Oh, what a team he had behind me going into this show. He's doing Detroit and possibly New York. But who do I have winning? Oh, you're just tuning in. Well, for the Open, I went into the show having Hadi Chupin winning the show, and I still do have him. I mean, I have him winning. For Classic, I have Wesley taking it home. And for you guys that saw my video yesterday, um, I really did hope that Wesley was going to, you know, really be a contender for the win here. And I actually said in this video, I went down record and said if it was up to me, you would hand Wesley Vissers the trophy right now. And lo and behold, man, he's top two for sure. Yeah, I can't imagine what'll happen if Wesley doesn't take home the win. It's going to be a riot, dude. Like it's going to be a riot. Oh man. Yeah, Wesley's legs are in comparison to other competitors smaller, but they are proportionate for one his body. I think he could use a little bit more size. There's no question. But I don't think that he lacks proportion in particular, and I also think that it is the proper representation of classic flow. Okay, they're just bringing out the wellness awards now. So once they do wellness, then they'll do the classic. So you guys stay tuned. It's coming up to the classic awards. It's coming up, and man, the tension is building. I can feel it. Can you guys feel it? It's like this is we could be looking at a new classic physique champion, and what would really be an extreme underdog going into the show. This will be one of the biggest upset. Well, I mean, if Wesley does take home the win, this will be like one of the greatest underdog stories of man any show that I can think of in recent history, and well deserved. It's not like it's going to be a robbery for Ramon, not at all. So this really is building now. We're not far off. They're going to do the wellness awards here, and then we're going to move right into the classic awards. Okay, I'll try and catch up with a couple of the comments here. Yeah, it's just too hard to deny Hottie. The guys granted. I think Breon was a bit overlooked, but Wesley brought it. Yeah, Red Loop, you're right, dude. That's pretty much it. And that's what I always say. How do you win shows? Show up undeniable. If you can show up undeniable, then it is very, very difficult for the judges to really look about you in any other way. It does happen, but I mean, Wesley was undeniable. Hottie was undeniable. There was nothing missing. Nothing. He was on. Like I said earlier, a lot of people thought that Hottie was actually regressing in his physique. I never thought that, and clearly that's not the case. Clearly that's not the case. Hottie sealed the deal tonight. Connie Alvarez says, yeah, he did, man. And imagine going get now. Davey Addict makes a really good point here, you guys, about Classic. Imagine going into the Olympia, Sebum, Ramon, Wesley first call out, especially if Ramon is on. Now that would be a first call out for the ages. Who's win? Uno says so. Who's willing wellness? Who's winning wellness? Dude, I don't know. I don't know any of the wellness competitors, to be honest with you. I respect all divisions, of course, and I think that all divisions have a place. But I don't follow the women's divisions. I don't know. I don't know a lot about them. I really don't. So I apologize there. All great competitors, I'm sure. But just not a division that I follow. Okay, Connie Alvarez says Hottie, Sampson, Raphael, Antoine, John. Yeah, I like that. I do. I could see John De La Rosa being ahead of James Hollingshead. Antoine ahead of James. Thoughts? Uh, yeah, yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think that Antoine did enough to get ahead of James in terms of conditioning. I think that he kept enough fullness, and I think that Antoine's midsection had way more detail than James Hollingshead. And the midsection is very very important when it comes to tying in the entire physique. So for those reasons, I'd give it to Antoine. Was James at his best? I think the only time that I saw him potentially better, I'd have to go back and look again, would be the Arnold Classic UK that he did. He was really really good at that show. But was he very close to his best, if not his best here? Yeah. And he has time to tighten up from now until tomorrow as well. Yeah, if Wesley doesn't win, right, I know I said it once, and now like it seems like that's going to be the case if Wesley doesn't win. The internet is going to explode. If Wesley doesn't win, I tell you right now, I'm going to be getting on the like when I make my video. Oh man, I am not going to have kind things to say. I'm not. I think that Wesley was, in my opinion, in my opinion, I think the clear winner. I just wanted to see Wesley nail it and stand next to C-Bum, Davey Addict. Yeah, dude, me too. I would love to see Wesley next to C-Bum. I think I told Marks Max Muscle, or asked him, and me and him are friends. I think I asked him to do a comparison between Wesley and C-Bum. I'll have to go back and check, but another one might be warranted. Actually, you guys should go over to Mark's channel when he does his wrap up video. Let him know to do a comparison between Wesley 2024 Arnold Classic and Sebum 2023 Olympia. I'm going to mention it to him as well. Yeah, this chick that won is Mrs. O and Arnold champ now. Good for her, man. Good for her. We get to see a lot of the men again in the UK. Yeah, 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. You guys let me know if you want me to do a live stream for that show too. Yeah, we definitely need to see Wesley standing next to C-Bum. No question. Yeah, double champ on wellness. Good for her, man. Good for her. I'm too caught up in I'm too caught up in the classic in the classic finals coming up. I'm too caught up in the awards. Oh yeah, all these women, great competitors, great competitors. A new breed of class that okay, Derp Frog says a new breed of classic is emerging. The old guard is falling. Uh, Breon Sebum, even Ramon are going to fall. Wesley Vissers is going to lead the charge. New blood, new reign. And you guys know how big of a fan I've always been of Wesley Vissers. I've always been an extremely big fan. I've always thought that he was extremely underrated. It really took for him showing up at his absolute best ever to really pull off what he did tonight. Because regardless of the placing, I mean, like I said, the internet will riot if he doesn't end up taking first, I think. But unless you're in Brazil, actually, Brazil might riot anyway. But yeah, Wesley, the first few years that he was competing at the Olympia, he's always wanted to stay true to his representation or what he really considered a classic physique. That golden era of bodybuilding. He never gave up on that. But what it took was him really finding that balance between what he wanted to get out of having a classic physique of that golden era represented and still being able to pertain to the judges in the modern era of bodybuilding. Now that he's really found that balance between the two and started really coming in at his best, now we are seeing him being rewarded. The next division up for the awards is Classic. And then I think that's it, you guys. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, it's coming up. Let's go. Let's see it. Let's see it. We're coming. It's coming up. It's coming up. All right, you guys, get ready for it. Get ready. You guys excited? You guys are excited. I know you're excited. I'm excited. This is awesome. Yeah, this is really awesome. Just to make sure I'm caught up, you know what? Before all this goes on, I'm going to refresh my stream one more time. Just bear with me for 2 seconds, you guys. I just want to make sure that I'm up to date here. Sometimes my stream will fall behind. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay. Now just let it balance out a little bit. Hey, thanks a lot, Dirt Frog. I appreciate it, dude. I got a long way to go before I'll take Bob Chicarillo's job, but feel free. NPC, you want to contact me? Hit me up. I'll give you a good rate. All right, let's see it. Yeah, guys, if you guys enjoy this content, make sure to like and subscribe. And for anybody that's just joining us here for the Classic Physique Awards, welcome, welcome. We'll be covering the Arnold all weekend long. All right, guys, let's see it. Here's Kalachinsky. Well, best posing award. Yep. Um, I don't. I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I don't disagree with that. I'm not surprised. I never really thought about who would win the best posing award. So yeah, sure. Great. He is a really good poser. Not just posing, but presentation. He's got really good presentation that way. So yeah, that's fine. I don't disagree. What do you guys think? Did Urs take the best poser award? Breon, I thought, had a good posing routine as well. Yeah, I thought that Breon did have a good routine. Wasn't as much breakdancing from Urs this time, which I kind of enjoyed. Just the breakdancing just doesn't necessarily do it for me. Yeah, Urs got his consolid consolation prize. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess you could look at it like that. Because I think he's going to be outside of that potentially outside of that top three. So take the best take the best posing award. I would have gave it to Breon maybe personally, but that's me. You guys, let me know what you think. Yeah, consoling Urs. Yeah, okay, okay. But I mean, Urs doesn't look upset, so I mean, no, he doesn't look upset. That's for sure. All right, best poser, Urs Kalachinsky. Yeah, it seems like everybody's pretty much of the opinion that him getting best poser kind of he goes home with a trophy. He goes home with a trophy. But that's more of, hey, we know you can be better. Come back better next time. Because he can be better. There's no question he can be better. And I still think he has room to improve. I've seen some people say that Urs really just doesn't have the genetics to grow anymore. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I don't think that's necessarily true at all. I think he's got to work harder than he's ever worked before. Not that he's not a hard worker, but it seems like he's got to just, really put out, some more effort. Damian Patrick, sixth place. That's interesting. I like it. I like it. Yeah, he was on here. Really good from the back too. So, who does that mean we're gonna have in fifth? Who do we got? Who do we got, you guys? Fifth place? I don't know. I don't know. Michael DeBull? What do you guys think? Yep, Michael DeBull. Yep, there you go. Well deserved. Um, Michael has been much better in the past, and he will come back better again. He definitely will. Like I said, it seemed like he had a hard prep here, and looks like a downsized Rolly. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's a compliment. Fourth place, I'm gonna say Urs. I'm gonna say Urs. You guys let me know. What do you think for fourth place? What do you think? Breon. Well, that's interesting. He does not look happy about that. And he should not be. I think that he easily did enough to take third place here. But Breon takes fourth place. And we'll see him compete again this year, I'm sure. uh, Breon, I think, was potentially robbed out of a third place spot here. I mean, he was so much more conditioned than Urs and even Ramon. Urs Galachinski takes third. Okay, yep. Okay, you know what? Let's get past this for a second. We'll get past the Breon thing and we'll get past the Urs thing. We've got our top two coming up, guys. All right, let's focus on that here for a second. I will definitely do a reaction video to Breon taking fourth, and I'll put my opinion out there. But we've got top two coming up. I do think that Breon should have been third. But here we go, you guys. This now, well, we saw one robbery. Are we going to see two? I sincerely hope not. Come on, the tension. Oh man, the tension, the tension. It's here. It's here. All right, come on. Let's see it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. You guys know. You guys know. Come on. Who's going to take it home? Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I hate how they stall. I hate the ah. And Ramon Dino takes second place at the 2024 Arnold Classic in the Classic Physique division. This is a guy that has finished multiple times behind Chris Bumstead, the current and reigning Mr. Olympia Classic Physique champion. Ramon Dino comes in and he was not at his best. We have definitely seen better versions of Ramon in the past. And it was very, very apparent that Wesley was in the best shape of his entire life. This was hands down the best version of Wesley Vissers that we have ever seen. And he's actually getting rewarded for it. Finally, finally, Wesley Vissers gets rewarded for what you guys, you guys, incredible, incredible showing. What an incredible show. All right, let's let them do the reward. Let's see it. Just there it is. You guys, you guys. This is the guy that can easily set the new standard for classic physique. This could be the new we could be seeing the new standard for classic physique unfolding right in front of us. We have seen the division evolve over its very short lifespan already, from the time when we saw even Breon winning the Olympia to when we saw Chris Bumstead winning the Olympia and having his dominant reign. We could be seeing this new standard set. And I don't want to say that every time we see a new champion, but this really does feel like we could be looking at a new standard. My chat is exploding on my phone. Like all the YouTube commentators are absolutely flipping out. Man, I really had a good feeling about this. There's no controversy as far as I'm concerned. There was no robbery here. He was the clear winner. He showed up undeniable, and this is a very well deserved victory for my boy Wesley Vissers. You guys know I've been a fan of Wesley for a very long time. So for him to really come in at his absolute best ever and show up and win the Arnold Classic no less, you guys, this is fantastic. Like this is a really fantastic outcome. What do you guys think? Happy for him. Hard work beats talent. I mean, I think Wesley has a ton of talent. you know, it really is crazy. Dan Smith, what's up, Dan? Says so crazy based on the Olympia placings, and it is. It is crazy based on the Olympia placings because Wesley wasn't seventh at the 2023 Olympia. Ramon took second place again. This is a really big turnaround, you guys. And Wesley still has a ton. And think about this: Wesley still has a ton of time to improve between now and the Olympia. And to go in with that momentum of being the Arnold Classic champion, I mean, doesn't that pretty much guarantee him a top 3 or top 4 spot at the Olympia? Pretty much doesn't that guarantee that we will see the comparison between Wesley Vissers and Chris Bumstead at the Olympia? I think that's what we can come to expect. And that is going to be a comparison, especially given the fact that Wesley is continuing to improve, where Chris Bumstead, of course, I do think that we'll see him continue to improve. But presumably, Chris might be coming to the end of his competitive career within the next season or two. And Wesley is hungry. He is extremely hungry. The question is, does Wesley have the potential? And I think it's fair to ask this of the current Arnold Classic champion. Does Wesley actually have the potential to be Mr. Olympia in the Classic Physique division? I'm leaning toward the potential that he really does. I really do think that it's possible. This was a great showing for Wesley. It's absolutely fantastic. Like I said in my last video, you guys, if it was up to me, I would have handed the Wesley the trophy pretty much right now. And I am ecstatic that he took home the win here. Unexpected, I will say that, because I did assume that Ramon was going to take home the win, but Ramon was off, and Wesley is just at his best. He is improved. He is conditioned. He is the definition. He is. He is more classic than the classic physique division itself. Incredible. Incredible showing. Incredible outcome. So, what do you guys think? Arnold loves Wesley like a mirror. Yeah, that's fair to say. That's very fair to say. Will Ramon compete in the Arnold UK now? I I don't know. I never thought about that. I think that he might. He might just go home and try to make those improvements too. Um, I think he might do the Arnold UK. Wesley still needs to work on his posing. His head needs to come up. It's almost like his posture is off. Black Patron says, I think that Wesley is very methodical in his posing. I think that he seems like he poses with extreme purpose, and If I was to say anything about Wesley, I would think that I don't know. I've always wanted to see him improve maybe the front lat spread. I think that he could improve upon the front lat spread a little bit when it comes to the opposing execution. But everything else, I really don't know if I would change anything. He's just got to come in bigger and better, and I think he will. What else do you guys think? Wesley, what a champ, 70s all over again. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the golden era, he is very, very reminiscent of that. And that's what he's always maintained. I mean, he is, he's the golden era. Dirt Frogs, thanks for the stream, bro. Very good commentating. Hey, appreciate you being here, man. You've been here pretty much the whole stream. I really appreciate you being here. So, you guys, Wesley Vissers takes home the 2024 Arnold Classic title in the Classic Physique division. Yeah, and Wesley is a hard worker. He will go back and he'll continue to make improvements. I even saw what he had to say about in between the prejudging and the finals. He had a quick thing on his Instagram. He just said, "Listen, thanks everybody for the overwhelming support." But he said, "Look, there's still work to do. I got a meal to eat." So that's what he did. So yeah, good for him, man. Absolutely fantastic. He tilts forward instead of opening up. Yeah, Wesley's a tall guy too, right? He is very tall. So I don't know. It's a tough one to say. It is. It's a tough one to say. But I do think that this was very, very well deserved, and I do think that if there are improvements that Wesley does, and that's the other thing, Wesley will go back and watch all of this footage, and he will look at where he can make improvements. Because let me tell you, his sights were set on the Olympia before, but his sights may very well be set on the Olympia title at this point, and perhaps rightfully so. Perhaps rightfully so. I'd love to get him on the channel for an interview. Let's see. Rumble Rumble says, I never liked Wesley's physique, but today he looked great and I'm happy for him. Yeah, he did. He was undeniable today. Yeah, Black Patron, you're right. It is a minor tweak, and this is, of course, competitive bodybuilding, so we do have to be that critical. Um, but yeah, he did it. Raymond Jones, I was hoping you'd show up, brother. I was hoping you'd show up. Wesley did prove you wrong. Now, I wasn't hoping you'd show up for that, but yeah, good to see you, dude. Good to see you in the chat. Wesley was fantastic. The Open, now that's the other thing, you guys. We will not see the Open class until tomorrow. The finals are tomorrow night, and we will be going live for the finals tomorrow night as well. So you guys make sure you stay tuned right here on EP09, and I will definitely be going live for the finals. It is going to be a crazy, crazy show. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This was a very, very unexpected outcome, but a very pleasant outcome, I gotta say. This was fantastic. You what Kid Millie says, do you think Urs is stuck in third until Mike Sommerfeld beats him? I don't know. I think Mike Sommerfeld has the structure to beat Urs. I think that he is more proportional. I think that if he can show up with conditioning in that sense, then yeah, Mike Sommerfeld's got potential. He does, and he worked with Neil Hill, so there's definitely room to improve there. But you guys, we did see that robbery from Breon, as far as I'm concerned. Breon definitely deserved to take third place here, if not second. I would have made a strong argument for him in second. I don't disagree with him taking third. I definitely disagree with him taking fourth. I don't think that Urs beat him. I don't, especially from the back. I mean, you guys saw it from the back. I mean, come on, man. There was no comparison. And you're right. Wesley really does only have one more man to beat. Raymond Jones said it. You said it best, dude. You're right. I'm surprised I didn't see Rich B in the chat here. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go live again tomorrow, you guys, and we'll do it all again. This was really, really exciting. I hope that you guys really enjoyed the live stream, and yeah, we'll definitely do it all again tomorrow for sure. Breon needs to work on his front relaxed. He's doing that motorcycle rider thing. That yeah, you're right. He is. He's always Yeah, he's always been one to kind of do that. But there's other poses that Breon hits really well that others I think could do better on. His front double execution I really enjoy, and I really don't enjoy it when everybody has kind of the twist that they do when it comes to the front double. But Breon pulls it off. He does. Yeah, of course that's one pose, but every pose counts. So Breon has been more and more overlooked ever since he lost to Chris. I think that Breon showed up here especially undeniable. I think that he was absolutely undeniable here, especially from the back. He had the best back double in the show for sure. No, the open results won't be until tomorrow. The open class is going to have their finals tomorrow. So that will be the open class finals and the open class awards. Oh, I'm from Cape Breton. Yeah, I'm from Cape Breton. Good guess. Good guess for either or. The judges want Urs. Well, they didn't tonight. They gave him best poser, and maybe he was. I'd have to go back and look again. But yeah, tonight this was Wesley Visser's show for sure. So you guys, the show starts tomorrow. I think it just said 7 or 7:30 for Ohio time. I'll be going live for it. I'll definitely be going live for it. I'll be live here the entire time. Hottie, I think, will get his redemption. I think he will. So there it is, you guys. That's it. That's the show. That is officially the 2024 Arnold Classic prejudging for the classic, or sorry, the finals for the Classic Physique and the prejudging for the Men's Open. And what an exciting show, you guys! Very, very exciting. I mean, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a wrap up video for both and put that on my or on my main feed. We'll be going live again tomorrow, like I said. You guys, thank you everyone for tuning into the live here. Classic Physique winners were just announced, and Wesley Vissers took home the win. Puma just asked there. It was Wesley Vissers in first. Ramon Dino took second. We had Urs Kalachinsky taking third. Breon Ainsley took fourth place. And Michael DeBull taking fifth. And Damian Patrick taking sixth, which was a nice surprise. He had a great showing. Yeah, not everybody enjoys the commentary from the main live stream, but look, that's why it's great that we have so many different commentators that you can come on here on YouTube, right? And I'm glad to be a part of it. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow too, Raymond. Thanks for tuning in, man. Really appreciate it. And Black Patron, thanks for being here. Thanks everybody for being here. Again, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. So that's gonna do it for this one, you guys. I'm gonna sign out here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys are new here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And just remember, you guys, this is just the start, essentially, of the 2024 bodybuilding season, right? We can keep this going all season long. If you guys are going to tune in, I'll keep it going for all these shows, man. I enjoy doing these. The live streams, they're great. It's that much more interactive. I mean, anybody who's a regular on my channel, you know that I'm in the comments section when I put up videos, right? So once I get videos up, you guys hit me up in the comments. Find me on Instagram. You can follow me at EP09 Bodybuilding. We can continue the conversation there. But yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for me in this episode of, well, it's not quite an episode, but for this live stream, you guys will be going live again tomorrow. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.